Well, choosing a financial advisor, you know what? It's a lot like choosing a doctor. You want to be sure that he or she is credible, trustworthy, competent, but with so many options out there, how do you know which one is right for you? Financial advisors Damon Roberts and Matt Deaton are here from Acute Financial, and they want to be your advisors, right? So, and they're going to join us here every Wednesday on Sonoran Living to talk all things finance. And there's a lot of different titles out there, you know, when it comes to financial advisors. Well, and they all kind of say the same thing, actually. So how do you decipher between them?
You know, it really boils down to two types of advisors: those that focus on investments like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, and then those that focus on insurance and annuities. And ideally, you want someone that specializes in both and knows when to use the different tools appropriately for a retirement plan.
So you can't, one size doesn't fit all.
No, not at
all.
all.
You can't just have one that does everything. That's just not happening. Dang it. That makes it a lot easier that way, you guys. So, Matt, I want to talk a little bit about, because that helps break it down, at least where you need to go. I've often heard this word fiduciary. I'm not actually sure what that means.
So that's actually in the news a lot because the Department of Labor just came out with a new fiduciary standard.
Okay.
So this is going to be surprising, but a fiduciary is supposed to put your financial interest above their own.
Supposed to?
Supposed to.
You mean they haven't been?
But the majority of financial advisors were not held to a fiduciary standard, which means they could recommend something that paid them a higher commission, even though it wasn't in your best interest.
And so this new ruling that you're talking about, that's for our benefit.
Absolutely. It's all about helping the average investor pay less in fees. So Damon and I have had a fiduciary standard because of the type of license that we've had the entire time we've been licensed. So we have always been required to give our clients the lowest fees. And so what we find is people come into our office and they have us analyze their statements, and we find out that they're paying a ton in fees. Wow. Half of the money that they're making is going to their advisor. You
know, and I think a lot of us don't even know that. If you've started investing, you know, at any age, and if you don't really understand how this business works, you're really not aware. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know. I've just been investing, and I don't know.
Right.
I'm just going to be flat out and tell you.
Well, it's Wall Street's hidden secret.
Okay. Well, let's unravel that myth, and let's talk about what's reality here and how important it is to know about those fees and ask the questions. The people that come and see you, do you treat them? I don't want to say treat them differently, but advise them differently if they're in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s?
Absolutely. We don't even work with people that are in their 30s and 40s. We'll turn them away because because we can't be everything to everyone, and in retirement the rules completely change. Your investment strategies need to change because you're moving from an accumulation period of your life to a retirement or a preservation stage, and what you need and how you do it has to be different.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, there is so much anxiety that goes around just deciding, you know, if you're going to have enough money later in life at retirement. Matt, how do you decide, or how do you help people remove those fears when it comes to talking to somebody or switching to somebody new?
Yeah, so that's the biggest problem is people get concerned about the finances. They don't know who to trust. They worry about, you know, are they getting the right advice? Are they putting my interests above their own? And so what we try to do with them is help alleviate those concerns, be upfront with them, explain how we're going to do that, and then teach them how to manage their funds, how to understand what is going on so they can take control of that.
Right.
And so we had a lady, a single lady that came into the office. She was seeking advice from us, and we were able to pull back the curtain, show how much she was paying in fees. She knew that it was happening, she just couldn't tell, she couldn't find it on her own, and we were able to show her a more efficient way of managing the funds so she earned more and we took less, and it worked out better for her.
And who doesn't want that, right?
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you very much, you guys. Always good information. And if you liked what you heard today, Matt and Damon have a special offer for you. If you call them in the next 30 minutes, they are going to give you a complimentary portfolio review. That's with the both of them, or either one of them, Matt and Damon. The number right there to call on your screen, 480-620-6907. Acute Financial. Phone number, again, 480-620-6907, and you can learn more at acutefinancial.org.